Our guests are in the studio, and of course, we had a little song. I was singing. I remember the song is cool about Eyo, Eyo, Ewo Baba Tiawa.
And when while the story was on, when our guest started singing the song, I couldn't help but I felt transported to the theater school.
Yes, way back. So you know how we roll now. You know how we roll.
Which is quite interesting, really.
Yes, it's interesting. The Yoruba cosmology, when it comes to spirituality and festival, they hold a very significant place. And apart from the Eyo Festival, I have the Olojo Festival, which is the celebration of human existence, celebration of life, and it honors Oduduwa and venerates Ogun. It is in Ile-Ife. Let's go to Ile-Ife. Ola is taking us to Ile-Ife to see this amazing festival.
Ile-Ife is widely regarded as the cradle of creation, a place where the Yoruba trace their origin, identity, and spiritual foundation. From the era of Oduduwa to modern times, Ife continues to serve as a cultural compass, shaping traditions and guiding millions. Every year, the ancient city prepares for a festival that reconnects the visible and the invisible. Olojo, owner of the day, celebrates creation. Ogun, the pathfinder and the enduring legacy of Oduduwa. For several days, Ile-Ife comes alive with rituals that renew faith, honor ancestors, and strengthen communal bonds.
Owner of the day can only be Olodumare, the creator of it all. So for us, Olojo is basically celebration of our existence, celebration of Olodumare and all the deities in the world of divinities that worked with God in terms of the creation of the world.
The festival begins with the sacred seclusion of the Oni, Oba Adeyeye Enita Ogunwusi. During this period, he steps away from public life, not as a king in splendor, but as the spiritual custodian of his people. In solitude, he communes with the ancestors and prepares for the heavy responsibilities of leading the Olojo rites.
Olojo Festival is a good festival in Ile-Ife. The spirit descends on Ilagunde. That's the key thing before it comes out. That Friday is when you are going to see me in Purity, invoking the spirit and perform all necessary sacrifice to the astral world. That's what we call Ilagun.
On the D-Day of Olojo Festival, the palace grounds are transformed into a vibrant tableau of Yoruba pride. The atmosphere is royal. The energy is infectious. People line every vantage point as the Oni leads a grand procession to Okemogun. There, he performs the symbolic crossing of swords with the Oshogun, a ritual that reinforces balance, authority, and divine order.
where the Big Bang happened. So Onirija was put on the crown to that place. That's where the headship of that crown for all deities, they all agreed to give the headship to the crown, to Ari, and who puts it on is Onirija. So that's the significance of going to that place. And also to let Ogun know that for the mere fact that God used you to establish the Big Bang, you still have to be subservient to your master, who is a father figure to you. And that's the whole essence of going there.
At Okemogun procession, Oshogun, Obadio, the Oni, and Obawara offer final prayers for the land and its people. After completing the rites, the Oni returns to the palace.
So Olojo depicts the creation in the world of divinities, and it happened in Ife. And that's why, till date, it's the longest ever in history of cradle of mankind. Festival that has been there from time immemorial, and it is still there in Ife till date.
Africa bia kwana mazano Nigeria bia na mazano awu zigi manekwoku zigi manono na wanne zigi monyoma Chineke zigi masimu kelunu anono be wanna balasa anono be wanna balasa anono be wanna balasa anono be wanna balasa. Africa bia kwana mazano Nigeria bia kwana mazo NTA bia na mazo awu mabuza na ekwoku mabuza no be wanne mabuza nyoma Chineke mabuza simu kelunu anono be wanna balasa anono be wanna balasa anono be wanna balasa anono be wanna balasa. Many years ago, when I still there for school, he reached one day, our teacher called everybody. He says, starting from today, beginning from today, if you want to talk, make you talk English, English, because of English, English, my teacher polish me, English, because of English, English, onye nkuzapia mutario. Our teacher can't talk to say anybody. We talk any vernacular. We talk any vernacular. We talk African language. We talk African language. We talk my people's language. We talk my people's language. We talk any vernacular. Say go polish am oh. Say go wicked am oh. Say go polish am oh. Say go wicked am oh. Because of English English my teacher polish me oh. English because of English English ye onye nkuzi apịa m ụtarị o. My brother reach one day like that. We there for classroom, oh, oh, oh. Chinyere come carry my pencil. Chinyere na my classmate, oh, oh, oh. When I want use my pencil, I call on Chinyere, da paturu Chinyere biao. I call on Chinyere, see ya Chinyere nye pencil mo, Chinyere nye pencil mo, Chinyere wara pencil mo, Chinyere nye pencil mo. Because of English, they want to kill my language. Because of English, they want to kill my culture. They want to kill my language. They want to kill my language. They want to kill my language. Africa.
Hey! Beautiful.
That's quite a wonderful, piece there by Abuja. And one good thing is the fact that yes, we're talking about the pride of identity,
yes,
and
true.
Key part of our identity as Nigerians is music.
It's
Wherever
music,
you go, you
yes.
cannot do without our musical
Honestly.
instrument, the musicians, and that's why you continuously, find them being reflected in our festivals, just like we've seen in Eyo and Olojo Festival
Yes.
in Ileife.
I take away music from any African event and you finish that event. Music is the core of who we are and what we represent. And that's why we can move so elegantly to music. We know how to bust rhymes now. Waiting.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
you can see, our guests already responding
Yes,
to the movement of the musical instrument. Now, let's quickly introduce our guests to you. We have joined us in the studio two extraordinary gentlemen who have done a lot in the scheme of things when we talk about, advancing the cause of Nigeria. Just sitting very close to me is Dr. Umar Buba Binder. He's also a traditional holder from Bina Kingdom in Adamawa Emirate. He was also the former DG, CEO of the National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion. That is notable. Also, one time the SSG of Adamawa State. You're welcome to our studios.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
We'll see his profile. And then
Okay,
we'll
let's see his profile.
You're welcome to Weekend Deal.
Thank you very much.
It's so good to have you here. Okay, our next guest, I call him Oga in our field. He's an erudite thespian, a man who loves the stage, a man who has performed for so many years, and he was a former director, arts and culture of the FCT. I'm talking about Kayode Ayebusi. Let's see his profile. Welcome to Weekend Deal. You're most welcome to Weekend Deal. If you've been with us from the beginning, you notice that my girl my wing girl, Thelma, is not here.
Yeah.
She's unavoidably absent, but don't worry. Thelma will join us soon. Thelma, if you're watching, just know that we miss you.
Yes.
We miss your presence. We miss your energy. We can't wait to have you back in the studio. Meanwhile, enjoy your little break, girl.
All right, let's start this conversation. And, of course, Mr. Kayode, let's, start with you.
Okay.
Despite the encroachment of modernity, as some people would like to call it, a civilization, we still often go back to our cultural edifice. We keep celebrating this, this feat. In your view, how do we identify this, or define this Nigerian identity and, uphold them by celebrating them?
Well, thank you very much. Once again, it's a pleasure to be here. What I'll just say is, it's difficult for you to shed your skin. I mean, like they say, the leopard doesn't shed it doesn't lose its identity. And like Shoyinka said, a tiger will always proclaim his tigritude anywhere. So those are things that are inherent in us. These are who we are. So it's difficult for any kind of civilization or advancement to remove those things from us. Yes, there might be attempts to change a few things, but because that is just naturally who we are, you can't take, like we were saying, you can't take something like music from us. Like a friend would always say, in this part of the world, when a child is born, we celebrate. When we die, we celebrate. When you advance in life, you celebrate. When you regret, you celebrate. Those are, you can't remove it. So they are there. And, still riding on your question, it's important for us to know that about ourselves and be able to harness it and move forward. I've seen places where people practically want to give up their cultures for hours. But quite unfortunately, we, the owners of the cultures, don't even appreciate what we have. I've been in countries where people, when you travel with things like this, you hardly come back with them. They will beg you, even when you've won it. People out there will beg you, please give me even this dress you've won. But here, you need to force our people to wear what is ours. You beg them. So it's important for us to know who we are, what we have, and then we now know how to develop and move forward. Once you lose that part of you, then you're an empty shell. Once you lose your identity, you lose what makes you distinct, what makes you different from your neighbor. Then you're just a nobody. How do you define yourself when you can't identify? You can't tell yourself, this is where I am. You introduce doctor now, and you brought him, you linked him with where he's coming from. He's a traditional title holder back home.
Yes.
That is a man who is rooted in he's there. He's grounded in his roots, in his culture. And that's what makes him who he is.
Yes.
That's what distinguishes him from anybody else.
That's what makes him our doctor.
Yes,
Each time he's here, he comes with his wealth of knowledge. You said something about knowing who we are and where we're coming from. Doctor, a lot of people worry that the generation now, the modern generation, the Gen Zs, do not know about our culture. They know more about foreign culture. You see them celebrating things like Halloween. Are you worried about it? And what can we do to ensure that the Gen Zs, our children, know where we are coming from, like Oga said?
Well, thank you for having me again. Fantastic to be here with my great people. Well, actually, it's highly worrisome. And that is why cultures and traditions are instruments and tools to preserve these behaviors. There are opportunities historically to entertain you, to brighten your outlook, to push you to be proud, Some of us travel to other countries just to see their cultures and to buy their things. You know, all these cultures and traditions and celebrations are tools for branding yourself to the highest level, for industrialization, for creating jobs, for creating and distributing wealth, even for promoting security. You know, but modernity affects it. You've seen some of the traditions there where before a kid will go and you will not even bother that your child will get lost or your child will be wounded, you know, because it is a feat, you know. But nowadays, even our leaders who are expected to market it, to use the glare to showcase acceptability to community, comes to this with heavy security, distorting everything, that you cannot even see what you need to see, and then they've introduced hierarchical recognition. If you are not this, you cannot be there. But the tradition is that you saw how the Oba himself is mixing with ordinary people, touching them, and they greet them, they show their respect and so on. So these things are tools for humanity. It's historically tools to ensure that we do not deviate from the tradition. And you know, this is where we show our farming skills, our food varieties, our skills in terms of clothing and artifacts and so on and so forth, demonstrating that, you know, you are alive. But certainly modernity with the information technology, with so many changes, is distorting to a little bit. But our traditional people, our traditional system still are doing their best. The best to preserve this, ensuring that there are yearly things, there are, like Oga said, there are occasions, you know, the birth, the death, even the qualifications. You become a professor, it becomes something else in your community. So they are trying, and we believe that, you know, sustaining this is the way to go.
Yes, sustaining is the way to go, but we must wake up to the reality in the sense that some people describe culture as okra soup, in the sense that if you take it, there's no way you're going to hold it tight. One way or the other, it will find a way of linking to your fingers. So what an analogy! What it means is, you know, we must be open to that idea of modernity, to infuse, especially what the younger generation want, into some of this cultural identity, you know, celebration. Now, how do we begin to do that better, knowing fully that a lot of money is being made in some of these celebrations, or can be made in some of the celebrations?
Well, I like the okra soup analogy. Yes. Well, let me just say that, you see, everything you want done must be deliberate. I love using that word a lot. You must be intentional about what you're doing.
Yes.
We all know that the world now is a global village with the information technology and all kinds of technologies all around us. So if you don't consciously protect, preserve your own, something else will sweep it aside. So it must be intentional, it must be deliberate for us to maintain these festivals, these things that remind us of who we are. But also, we must also know that the society is dynamic, just like you said. So you cannot completely stop what is coming, the external forces. But we must find a way around it. Take the Olojo Festival or the Eyo Festival. Even in those festivals, as traditional as they are, you will see influences of modernity in them, because there is no way you cannot just remain in isolation. The information technology, the new things happening around you must touch you, but you must preserve that which is original. And then, because like even the way you broadcast, even the way the festival is held now, has over the years evolved, because it can't just remain the way it was in those days. When they showed the Oni in seclusion just now, I was just telling myself in my mind, this is something quite a lot of people have never seen. Because how do you see the Oni in seclusion? where he went to appease the gods or talk to the gods. I mean, people, you just hear it, that the Oni is in seclusion, but you never see it. But now they've brought it to our view. Now I've seen that this is what they say. Any young person now has seen that, okay, this is what, that is in an infusion of, you know. Yes. So there's no way you will completely, you can't rule it out, but you must control it. And that I keep using the word, you must be intentional. You must be deliberate about what we do.
Being deliberate, being intentional is what we can do, but the questions remain. Modernity is catching on.
Oh, yes.
Society is evolving.
Yes.
How much of our tradition, the okra, can we save from coming through our hands? Yes, we have to. This okra thing is amazing. Well, festivals happen all over Nigeria. Right now, let's travel to Kebbi, where we'll take a look at the Regatta Festival. And it's put together by Akoni and, like I like to call him, Ogarogu. Let's say it.
in the ancient kingdom of the Gawahia in Yauri Emirates. And Yakaba is the one leading the Amaria to salute His Royal Highness and His Excellency, so that they will glorify them and bless them for our marriage. Next we are moving to Her Excellency
wonderful festival there, because this for me, it's a collage of different activities. You have the Bori dancers there, you have the wedding taking place there, you have the boat regatta, you have the fishing, a whole lot of things that will serve you a wonderful dish of cultural expression.
Have something about food.
Meanwhile, I am the foodie on this show. I don't understand.
Anyways, you know, Dr. Bindri, I know you have Kilba, you know, in Adamawa State, though that is linked to the agriculture, you know, harvest or thereabout. But my main question is actually, how do we ensure that the parents are alive to their responsibilities of passing down this cultural expression to their words?
Well, you see, it's a value chain. Traditions and cultures are normally linked to ruralness. In rural areas, the tradition of life there is totally cultural. You eat together. You don't care about COVID or whatever. You just eat and lick your hands and then you go dive into it again. Nothing happens. How you farm, instead of introducing tractors and combine harvesters, you find that your tractor is your people, and therefore you come together to go, you are planting, you are singing, and the drummers are beating the drums, energizing you. The ladies are cooking food so that you can have break and eat and you get more energy, and you plant before you say Michael Jackson. 2 or 3 hectares are planted. And then right through the production value chain, the weeding, the fertilizer application, up to the harvest is the peak. Whether it is yam or cereals or whatever, you find that for you to be able to harvest your crop within the period that you are supposed to do, that is where mechanization in modern times, tractor will do things quickly, combine, but your tractor and combine are the people. So you now have to plan for it. You have to buy food. You have to pay the drummers to come in modern times. And then you find that you are threshing your corn, you are winnowing your rice, you are doing all sorts of things together. So that rural life preserves cultures. And I am telling you, when you go there, you see the order of proceedings. The traditional ruler within the community will be like the opening remark of a conference. He comes and everybody comes down. And his speech is final. You know, we are here for this. And if there's any reason to introduce people, before the traditional ruler is at the top, with the introduction of modern life or politics, they've overtaken the... If you don't recognize them, you are in soup. You may be removed. You know what I mean? So, but that rural life is actually what energizes people. You mentioned Kilba, for example. In Adamawa, there are more than 80 different tribal entities, each with their traditions and cultures. Some overlap a little bit. And you've seen here, you see the Fulanis, my people, who are dancing very well. In addition to Fulanis, normally don't fish. So that mixture makes, facilitate the peaceful coexistence of people through culture. So, yes, modernity and ruralness converge, but you cannot take the merit of our cultures and tradition in even enhancing science to develop. You know, I worked in Papua New Guinea, north of Australia, for many years as an academic, right? And I can tell you, when you go to New Guinea, you go to Fiji, you go to Vanuatu, and so on and so forth, they have a tradition of digging a pit, right? In this pit, they dig it, they plaster it with clay. But on the other side, they put a big pile of wood on rocks. They have their rocks, you know, special rock that doesn't break easily. Throughout the afternoon, they are sort of like burning wood and so on top of the rocks. By the time they have their chicken, their pigs, their whatever ready, they now bring those rocks, the hot rocks, using special wooden into the pit. And then they bring all the food inside. And then they close it with leaves and clay it up, and they go to the farm. In the evening, when they come back and they scrape everything, it is cooked. But that is microwave oven for you. You know? So that's oven for you. Scientists now put thermocouples, temperature measurement. How does it... And when the meat comes, it is all very soft. The bones are soft and so on and so forth. You see how transit from culture to modernity. Now, you are in your house, you have your microwave. You don't have wood, you don't have rocks, you don't have pit, and you get... So,
amazing.
The pressure cooker there works. The microwave works. traditionally.
Wow.
So this is the merits of these traditions and cultures.
Beautiful.
If like Oga is saying here, Nigeria, actually, God has overgiven us.
Honestly.
So much that we cannot even manage. We are so excited. We have imploded. And then we are just not even seeing what we have.
Okay, I mean, amazing. I'm still in awe of what you just said. I'm still thinking, processing it. But Oga, did you think that, let's talk about the economic value of our festivals.
Okay.
You know, a lot is put into these festivals. Does it hold any economic value for the society where these festivals are celebrated? Does it have any potentials to bring in some money to this?
Oh, enormous potentials. Unfortunately, some of these potentials we've not, again, deliberately gone out of our way to harness them. These are economic ventures. When a festival is going on like this, I mean, once you have people around, once there are people involved in what you're doing, there is always avenues for revenue, for making money. People will eat. People will wear clothes. People want to have drinks. People want to take pictures. All kinds of economic activity that can be going on while this is on. You can even tie your business to this festival. Such that, I mean, for instance, if you're a water producing company, why not, when the period of the festival, you can make water and brand it specifically for this festival. I mean, so many things like that. You can do textile, you can weave clothes, and it's just for the festival. So many things. And unfortunately, we've not even, I'm talking about the local economic value now. We've not even talked about bringing in foreign people who will come in. Just the fact that they are coming to your place, hoteliers will make money, food sellers will make money. They will pick mementos, they will buy things. So the economic value is enough. But we also need to market ourselves properly. If you have a product and you don't package it well, you don't put it in such a way that people would find it attractive.
And I think there's a particular festival in Nigeria that I feel are beginning to look into this direction, and that is the Ojudeoba.
Ojudeoba is going
it's really global, and it sets, for me, it's like a template for how things should be done going forward. But trust me, we're going to talk about the structures that we need to put in place in order to begin to have this. The festival being celebrated and harvest the economic value in some of them. But right now, let's just quickly take this break, and after that, we talk more.
Thank you so much, and welcome back. It's The Deal. It is on, and our conversation is all about our traditional festivals. Where is the place of these festivals in this modern world? And that's what we are talking about. But your messages are coming in. Somebody says, Lady Patience, please, where is your sister Thelma? I told you not too long ago that she's on a little vacation and she will soon be back. So don't worry, you soon see her. And he said, and I need to say that everybody in that panel is reflecting our identity as a nation. Our schools, starting with our schools, but we need to go back to our roots. Our schools, starting with the uniforms we use in the schools.
God bless you.
Suleiman, I need a contact of your designer. Alade Samuel Abuja. I mean, Samuel said so much in one message, and then somebody said, oh my God, we can deal again. You've done it again. Well done. I'm loving this conversation. We can deal. You should be awarded the best program in the world.
I like that.
We need that award. Let it come. Let it come. Thank you. And somebody said, I love all of you. Well done for an amazing job. Let's continue your conversation. I'll be taking your messages as they come in. And then we're talking about the economic value of our festivals and what we can do as a nation to preserve it. Doctor, I'll come to you now. We can't shy away from modernity. We can't shy away. It's here to stay. And it will keep improving and improving. God said we saw the Oni in that secluded place. It just shows you what modernity is doing. We were watching the regatta, and you said there's a bit of modernity. What did you notice with the regatta?
Well, regatta itself, the word itself is modernity.
Yes.
You know, but yes, I'm sure the viewers, when you are watching that beautiful lake with so many spectators, so many participants, you saw a power boat that passes through in coexistence with our canoes and powered canoes and so on and so forth. That is effect of technology on traditions. Now, modernity traditionally tries to make sure that you can do things quicker, you can do it cheaper, and you can be able to make it more efficient. That is what modernity is all about. And I think, yes, our country is gifted with large pool of this demand. That is why at the federal level we even have a dedicated ministry with a minister, the whole gamut of this culture and tradition. There is no state in Nigeria, including FCT, that does not have a Ministry of Culture. Yes. I mean, Oga here was the head of the Baba in FCT. So, now, that is all to regulate and ensure that the glamour of these traditions is sustained and even expanded. But as you said, we have to take it and manage it well. Otherwise, from our materials, you know, if the strings here, it is only the design here that is Nigerian. The material is imported, the string is imported, and sometimes even the pigment is imported. We have to be very careful. There will be a point when AI will say there will be a remote control to say that in this hall, if anything is not made in Nigeria, let it disappear. And I think you will just see everybody sitting possibly naked. So that is the ultimate effect of technology.
That was so funny. That was so funny. Hey, doctor.
So, I'm getting so many things this way.
And trust me, that is the trend now. You just need to go on X, and then they will say, dress this person in this. If no, take out the picture of someone who is not a legend, and then you take. So if you ask this question, I don't know the picture that we're going to get. Trust me.
Let's not imagine.
All right, so right now let's quickly cross over to the Ofala Festival, right?
Yes,
in Enugu.
Another beautiful one.
It is Yuletide. It is the season of homecoming for many, particularly for the Igbos of southeastern Nigeria. It is the season of multiple celebrations, including the spectacular Ofala Festival.
Mbọsị nke tata anyị na-aga Ọfala nke ibe agwa n'ike anyị na-ayọ Chukwu okike ka ị nara anyị ọja Chineke ọ ga-abụ ndụ ibe agwa na-eke ọ ga-abụ ndụ anyị n'oye ọ ga-abụ ndụ anyị n'afọ ọ ga-abụ ndụ anyị na nkwọ.
Ofala, as you would know it, is a name of a truth being adopted by a larger Igbo community. But specifically, this is the language of the Onitsha people, meaning Ofala, and which is connecting the people to their ancestry and, of course, to their territory. It is a common memorial festival for the commemoration of the great ancestor of Okonano land.
Ofala Festival has rich spiritual and social significance, bringing about bonding and peace in the land.
We are doing this to appreciate our Creator. We are doing this to appreciate our existence. We are doing this to appreciate our neighbors, our friends, and well-wishers. We are doing this to convoke the power of our land, to bless our sons and daughters, to bless the entire Igbo region, to bless Nigeria and Africa.
is a period of reunion, a period of when relations who had not seen themselves in the very first time will have the opportunity of knowing, oh, this is my cousin from my auntie. These things are eroding for now. The kind of vices that exist are existing because that thing that was linking us is no longer the way it used to be. Because of acculturation of Christianity, that is even the reason I'm seeing people doing it in December.
At Ofala festivals, subjects pay homage to their kings, who in turn confer revered traditional titles on their illustrious sons and daughters. Indeed, the Ofala festival in Igbo land in modern times is not only unique, but has been adapted with the Christian lunar calendar to accommodate millions of returnees during the Yuletide, guaranteeing massive cross-cultural participation.
When I wake up in the morning, I go pray to my God. When I come back in the evening, I go pray to my God. Always believe in trials, nothing come for nothing. Always do my best and leave the rest to God. Oh, funny identity. Oh, funny identity. Oh, 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 funny identity. Oh, funny identity. Our pride of identity. My mama advised me, make I play my music with honest. Mama advised me, make I respect all my seniors. Always count my coats according to my size. I know they promise anything when my power no reach. My yes is my yes, my no is my no. I know they making yanga. I be simple man by nature. Oh, funny identity. Oh, oh, funny identity. Oh, 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 funny identity. Oh, funny identity. When coconut fall from up, you know they harm anybody. Coconut get water, nobody know for where he enter. If you do good to me, I will thank you for favor. If you do bad to me, now you sabi oh. Funny identity. Oh oh, funny identity. Oh mama, funny identity. Oh, funny identity. pride of identity, Africa. Sometimes when I dress like Boyoyo. Sometimes when I dress like Chief of Kinky. I been get behavior. Nigeria is for nature. Music is my talent. That's my identity. Oh, funny identity. Oh, funny identity. Oh, mama, funny identity. Oh, funny identity.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. You know, Sule took us to Enugu and we saw the Ofala Festival and we saw the beauty. I mean, one common denominator among all this, between all this festival is the beauty, the elegance, the color, and the respect for the African culture. You watch it and you feel very proud to be an African. Somebody here wrote to us, he said, well done, weekend deal. I am proud of my culture, the Margi culture, from James. He said he's from Adamawa State. Thank you so much. We like that. We want us to be proud of where we come from and our culture. Somebody said, thank you so much. Oh, weekend deal. I wish you can do this kind of topic again and again and again.
And trust me, Patience, when you talk about doing this over and again, if you look at, you know, the 36 states in the country, each state has its own unique cultural celebration. And, you know, in one state, you can have up to like 30, 25, 40 different cultural festivals that must or should be celebrated. So it's a program that we can hold every weekend.
Again and again. Like in my place, we have the Ejialeku Festival, and it's in celebration of a new year, when the new year comes up, and also to thank the ancestors who has kept us from last year to this year. It is very big in my place. Somebody wrote here, said, good morning, Auntie Patience. I said, don't call me Auntie, I'm a babe. I don't understand this, Auntie. Babe.
Yes, correct. Anyway, it is very simple, babe. Patience.
Babe, Patience. Anyway, he says, is Suleiman your brother? You look alike. Okay. That's what the person said. So we look alike.
We will check that one.
We'll have to check that one out. Yes, thank you so much for joining our conversation. We appreciate every message, everyone. Yes. We don't take it for granted. Okay, Oga Kayode, here we are, and we are this blessed. What do you think is holding us? Okay, I'm not the question.
Maybe Patience, you know, to add to your question about what is holding us back, I think probably we need to put some certain, you know, structures in place in order to begin to continuously celebrate this festival, not only to celebrate, but ensure that they add economic value to the country. So let's talk about it.
So I like the word you brought in, because that's what I was going to use to. You must add value to even those festivals for you to derive the value that is inherent in them. I don't know if that makes some little sense. Yes. We talked about bringing in people from outside, or even let's even talk of local tourism. If I, for instance, want to go to Kebbi to go and see the regatta, one, I must be assured of my safety. I must be sure of the means of transportation. I must be sure of having a place, comfortable place to stay, you know. So definitely, there are things that are infrastructure that must be in place for us to enjoy, to derive the maximum benefits from these festivals. So even at the local level, we're talking now about the economic potentials. Those women who do maybe these fabrics, for instance, how have we empowered them? How much of it can they produce? We were talking about the fact that the our brothers, the Chinese people, have practically seen this. They have seen the potentials in these things, and they've moved in. They are cashing in on it and gradually pushing even our own folks who are in it out of the business. But what it means is that we too must scale up. We talked about the dynamism in culture, in everything. So the fact that we were doing these fabrics, you could do 2 in a day with your normal traditional weaving. Now 50 people want it. How do you scale up the production? Oga talked about modernity being how to do things easier, faster, getting more value from what you have. So we must also bring in all those things into what we do. So we too must be thinking, even as much as, okay, we want to preserve our culture, like I said earlier, but we must also be conscious of the fact that we need to infuse the modern things, what is happening around us. We cannot stay in isolation. So there's no doubt about it. We must have certain things in place to derive the best out of what we have, out of these festivals. And by that is not just the roads and what have you, even the people. How much of human capital development have we done? How much of this benefit can our own people bring in or derive from it?
And like we said, on this show, we have said that this festival, our cosmology, they hold spiritual significance of the people. So people worry that modernity, or if we bring too much technology into it, we might be watering down the spiritual significance. Is that true? I want both of you, I'll start with Dr. React to that. Okay. Will modernity reduce the power of our fathers and our spirits? Aleku, for example, would modernity reduce it?
Numbers increase, Oga told you, population increase, land doesn't increase, it can only reduce. True. So you must find ways to the best of your ability while not compromising the qualities of traditions of ensuring that more people enjoy it. And that is when technology comes in. 2 things will always change traditions, particularly in the behavioral traditions. Technology will change it. Change it in the sense that if you understand how technology works, what it is, you can take the benefit of it. If you don't, you will lose it. Like Oga is saying that now Chinese can move in. They will make our hats. They will make all these machines to make this quickly. But what protects you, what we call in technical terms commercial injury to you, is that you have a protection mechanism. And that is the intellectual property rights protection. If you don't understand this, then everybody will come and take advantage of your market, destroy what you have already developed, bring their own, and you have no option. When you see your own is at 1,000 naira, they see their own that looks very much like your own is at 2 naira. Of course, naturally. So the second thing is religion. Religion does affect some of these cultural practices. I mean, as a Muslim, somebody will now go and face some kind of wood or something, saying, please, wood, help me to do that. It definitely will deviate from the effect of religion. So it will dilute it a little bit. So the language has to change that there is God, but, I'm just talking to this wood for the fun of it. You know what I mean? So this literally is the message. But as Oga said, for you to enjoy this, you also, like any other thing, there is input, there is processing, and there is output. You must do certain things to milk. A cow doesn't just give you milk like that. It has to be the right cow. It has to be pregnant. Well. It must eat well. You must invest in health. It must be pregnant. It must deliver. Then you can have milk. So this investment. And that is why we have 2 levels of coordination and management. One level is the traditional system. The traditional system literally is the coordinating infrastructure or structure of our system that entails all these cultures. The Lamido of Adamawa, for example, has so many cultures coordinated by him. It's not just being a Fulani, it does not mean he's only Fulani, no. He has all sort of Laka and so on and so forth, every maybe 90 or so. But the political system is now the other structure. So every inch of Nigeria has a president, has a vice president, has a senator, has a governor, has a deputy governor, has a House of Reps, has local government chairman, every inch. Yeah. It is this pipe of leadership that is must work with the tradition to ensure that what Oga is saying, that the roads are there and they are good, the security is there and the food is there. If this doesn't work, then you miss it. And that is how to assess whether your traditional system is working or your political system is working or not working.
Okay, interesting. When we come back, we're going to Calabar now to see the elegant carnival that has been there for years. People travel from all over the world to come to Calabar for this amazing festival. There's something I want to ask you, but let's go to Calabar, enjoy the festival, and come back. Don't go away.
The annual Calabar Cultural Carnival is aimed at promoting tourism, harmony, unity in diversity, and inspiring the cultural pride of various contingents from 22 states of the Federation and 18 local government areas of Cross River State.
For us to tell indeed the entire world our rich cultural heritage. It is to promote unity, peace, and cultural diversity among our people. As you can see, the entire 18 local government of Cross River State is fully in participation. You can see the joy and excitement everybody faces for us to travel down here to Calabar to celebrate our heritage with the world.
I see the judgment. Ladies and gentlemen, present so much fantastic events. Let's give them more fantastic. Our time is fast.
The governor of Cross River State, Senator Basil II, represented by the deputy governor, Honorable Peter Ode, highlighted the importance of the cultural carnival themed Traces of Times. Contingents from other parts of the country, as well as visitors, believe the cultural carnival fosters national unity.
The beauty, it's amazing, as we can all see, and this is just the first day. Seeing all our states being represented here is amazing. It shows unity.
Participants showcased their unique cultural traditions through dance, music, colorful attires, and elaborate floats.
I feel very happy and I'm catching fun already with Cross River State.
The Carnival Calabar has remained a vital tool for showcasing the state and Nigerians' rich cultural heritage.
It's an interesting festival. You can see the Nigerian spirit coming alive there. And of course, this is one festival that I have always dreamed about attending. pending, and hopefully 2026, Suleiman will be there to witness this year's festival. God spare our lives. All right, nice. Quickly. I know, Patience, you have another question, but just before
just
the question, let's quickly take the papers, and we're starting with Blueprint. We started with the story just above the. Let's go straight to the major headline. It says insecurity, despite government's efforts, anxiety heightens in North as schools resume. 42,000 schools in North without perimeter fence. Report make safety of our children, staff utmost priority. Parents, teachers there. These are some writers. Sorry, these stories can be read on pages 8 and 9. Now to the Nation. 2027 opportunity to rewrite history of elections. INEC Amopitan unveils reform agenda, targets world-class polls. Trump admits Muslims are also being killed in Nigeria. Once more strikes coming if Christians continue to be killed. All right, that's how much we can take from the Nation. The next paper is Leadership Weekend. We start with, just above the masthead, Peter Obi's defection is a blessing for us, Labour Party. Details of that on page 24. Now, AFCON showdown, Super Eagles face Algeria test amid internal struggles. Okay. Now, that's much we can take from the Leadership Weekend. The next paper is This Day. We start with the story just above the masthead with new MOU. Jesse to return over $9.5 million stolen fund to Nigeria. Details of this can be continued on page 5. All right, we have one more story to take from here. Nwodo, poverty, unemployment, and insecurity enough to ask the APC in 2027. I'm sure the APC members will be interested in this and see how that is a possibility. Now to Weekend Trust. Okay, an interesting picture story here. Rivers weakest hold tested. Details of that on page 4. All right, I will allow you to draw conclusions from this picture. Now, The Guardian. We'll head straight to the leading story. Why Nigeria first? Policy remains rich in packaging, lean in impact. Details of this can be found on pages 8 and 9. Now to the last paper I have with me, and that is Sporting Sun. Of course, Thelma is not here today to hear the Osimhen story. But Algeria versus Nigeria, Osimhen Lukman threatened Zidane's son. Of course, he's actually the goalkeeper for the Algerian team as CAF appoints Senegalese referees for duel. Kickoff 5 p.m. I get to hear your predictions for this encounter, but that will be after we must have taken Sports Summit.
This game is what time?
It's 5 p.m. in Morocco and in Nigeria.
Thank you again, Demola Lazie.
Thank you so much, sir.
Build a bet freeze, one up, bet boom. Bet Niger is truly #1.
I just said to you that these guys are ready to do the battle, code or no coder. Join me wishing Nigeria all the very best. My name is Godwin A. Nakana. Sports Summit on weekend. Keep praying for Nigeria. God bless Nigeria.
We are praying and rooting for Nigeria. You know now, if Tema was here, you would have heard so much about Super Eagles. We are rooting for you. We love you. Well done. Bring home the cup. Oh, yes. Godwin, help them hold the cup if it's too heavy. Just bring it home. Bring it home. Yes, that's all we want. We have some messages here. Somebody says, okay, so I've been complaining, you call me auntie. Somebody has taken it a notch. Is it higher or lower? And now he said, baby, patient. I am in love with the program. We need to be proud of our culture. Didn't tell us the name. Thank you so much. And then somebody now wrote, good morning, please. I really like that guy in wearing blue. Can I have his number? It's not you. I am Maria.
And he's not doctor. Doctor is not wearing blue.
Sule, you're wearing blue. They want
Am I the only one in blue here?
You don't have vacancy for another one. Say it on national TV.
All right. Thank you. That's all I can say. But very quickly, you know, throughout the program, we've been talking about mixing tradition and modernity.
Yes.
And I know Doctor has managed to put Alo, the traditional Alo you see in the Quranic, you know, schools, Zawri, you know, education setup. He has managed to put that from the normal Alo you see, the wooden one, exactly, to a digital one. Is an innovator. Quickly, let's talk to us about this.
Well done.
You know, this country has between 15 to 20 million out-of-school children. And possibly 60% of that are Almajiris, many of whom are actually in the Islamic Sangaya system. But the Sangaya system does not teach you skills that you can survive in modern times. And it is manual. So what we did, as innovators, we came up with this digital Alo itself. So it has the Arabic as a pad, but in this pad, you can have how to cook okra as a video app, how to cook egusi, how to fry akara, how to make ginger. So skills, how to weave your hair, how to dye the tie and dye and everything in this. So in essence, you can put together the traditions of the Quran and also the skills acquisition.
Yes.
But interestingly in this too, you can put things to do with insecurity. How do you respect your parents? So because the technology is available, then you better use it, and that is why we can. And it has a digital pen. You can even write, if you like, and you can see the writing, you can draw and everything. So this is a typical improvement of cultures from the tradition. Batteries there, I think.
Yeah, the batteries.
The cultures from the tradition and the modern times for effectively, like Oga said, the reading of the Quran will be quicker, they will be faster, but you will all have skills that you can employ yourself and get paid, and you will be free from insecurity. This is a typical transition.
That's a beautiful
And you can
one.
see, even from the design, this is a typical Alo.
You can close it.
Yes.
After closing, you can close it, and the child can take it in a bag and go home.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Doctor, thank you so much.
That's
beautiful. In your closing words, Oga Kayode, say something to us in everything we've said today. What do you want Nigerians to go with?
Okay, well, I think for us as Nigerians, we should be, like everybody has said, we should be proud of what we have, where we're coming from. We must understand we are a special breed. There's a reason why God created us and put us in this space. I always tell people, I don't want to be anybody else. I don't envy anybody else. That's the truth. I don't think I would have done better as a white man anywhere. I think this is what I was meant to be. And I'm going to enjoy this to the fullest till when it's time to go. So every one of us should appreciate who we are. It's only when you don't know who you are that you begin to think someone is better than. There is nobody anywhere in the world that is better than me. No, there is nobody. You can't be a Sake. It's not possible. So I appreciate myself, I love myself, and I love where God has placed me, and I'm going to enjoy this place, use all the resources here, enjoy it to the fullest. And I want Nigerians to do that too.
Sake has always been unapologetically Nigerian. He loves Nigeria. He likes who he is. And that is a step to being the great person that you can be. So let's continue to love us and love our country. Let me take this. There are so many messages. Thank you so much for reaching out. Let me take this message. Good morning, Weekend Deal. Honestly, I lack words to explain how I feel about this show. How can we do it so that everybody in Nigeria should watch Weekend Deal? Not getting there. Just spread the word. One person tell the other, tell the other. And before you know it, every weekend, the whole Nigeria will be watching Weekend Deal. Thank you so much for your messages.
And Doctor, your quick word, the last message?
Actually, you're preaching to the converted. I'm a teacher. I'm also a technologist. I'm a scientist. I'm an engineer. And a traditional title holder. So this is a sample of an embodiment of my contributions in life to make sure that children are brought up properly, children absorb well, and our country can actually live very well.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And then, Patient, just before we go, I know white beards in Africa setting, it's really, you know, it's an identity that something that we identify with. And I know that I'm coming up.
You're coming up.
I can see your own.
Although I can count your own.
Don't worry, you get there. Just keep working at it.
But seriously, I really want this.
We'll talk after the program.
Well, a better way to end our show will be go back to Mr. Music, Abuja. Take it away, guys, and well done.
Eziokwu ige mantị makọrọ gị akụkọ. Eziokwu ige mantị makọrọ gị akụkọ. Akọ mereme, o mere Kogi steeti mama. O mereme, o mere Kogi steeti papa. Ebe m chere ụkwụlọ bilọngụ na dị egwu. Nwanne arụsị, one of ihe agwa meje manụnụ broda. Aye jema, Runa Kogio, Njinga Sebaleba. Yausa no puru kanopi di madu habalaga. Papo no puru uya yu di madu no di meya. Aye bema, achuku bucket again, kai achuku bucket again. Aye tima, mbono no lo wereneba. Afu ama biakuko mo shabru mu leji na biana. Gemere wo mamado sanwo kumo asogu kerubu roda asuka ndara banko egwa jaroda ndara banko egwa jago ndara banko kakana pepe mo taxi da drivers dapo da drivers no mono okada people onlem ejumetin bere onle igadendo onye si gadendo no la jiggy jiggy la la podogum dande jiggy yezo bige mante makoraga koka yezo bige mante makoraga koka akamere mele amera Kogi state mama amera Kogi state papa ebe mutenu kula bilongo na debu wana rusi wana pia kwa meje mono broda aye jemao Runa Kogio injinje sebaleba yausa no puru kanopi di madu ambalaga ngwa makpo no puru uye yude madu no n'ime ya ayebe mao ajuku bucket age ayeti manu mbodo na lowere n'ebe ahụ afọ ama bịakwụkwọ anyị shaburu m leji na bịana ahụ nwere ihe ga-emere ewu mama shanwekwumo aṣọ́gun kẹrùbù o broda ọ̀ṣùkàl ndara banko ìwà ìjà road ndara banko ìwà ìjà mọ́ ndara banko kẹ̀kẹ́ na pẹ̀pẹ̀ mu ara banko taxi drivers ndara banko danfo drivers ndara banko ọ̀kadà people